Hey, how's it going? So in my effort to make weekly videos on this channel, I have kind of run out of stuff to do because I got really busy this week and I don't really have that good of a backlog. So I'm just going to make a video where I talk about stuff, give an update on the channel, welcome the like 118 I think new subscribers this month. Yeah, so let's start there. Thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I this is actually the second time that something like this has happened for me because well, this is Absolute Problem 2. You're on Absolute Problem 2, not Absolute Problem, just Absolute Problem 2. I have a main channel, this is my second one. The main channel has been dormant for a couple of months, almost a whole year actually now, because of me working on the next video of that, because of me being busy as hell. When the new year came around, as I was trying to balance my obligations to university and working against trying to make videos, I decided that I would still make videos because I still wanted to make videos, but they were just going to be kind of one-off videos on this channel. And I thought I was only going to do that for a couple of months. Turns out I've been busy for a lot more than just a couple of months. So, yeah, that's kind of why I've just been on Absolute Problem 2 this whole time. I will give a brief introduction of myself because, hey, why not meet the person that made the Doom video that you subscribed for? So, hi, I have been making videos for a long time, but in terms of the like Absolute Problem channels, well, I've been uploading videos onto that since like 2019. The first channel was made apparently in 2018. I always kind of forget about that. But yeah, no, I started uploading videos a long time ago when I was too young, and then stopped doing that for a while, and then came back, and I was only uploading them like unlisted, just as videos to send through Discord. Living in a city is very fucking loud. Wow. Like, I was just uploading them kind of private to send through Discord, all that, because Discord had like a 5 megabyte file limit or something. And, no, then I decided that I was going to start making public videos again, and, yeah, that's where we are now. So, anyway, the type of videos I've made over the past, like, 4 years has changed a lot, because I originally was making kind of gameplay videos on the main channel, and I stopped doing that, and then I started making the, like, video essay-ish videos that are on the main channel, and I took a pause on that for reasons I just mentioned, and kind of moved the gameplay stuff over here. So, yeah, I mean, this channel is just a mixed bag of anything. I know that you must love variety channels. I do too, that's why I'm not subscribed to any of them. But yeah, this channel, like, honestly, this was just supposed to be a channel where I uploaded anything that I kind of felt like. That's why if you scroll through the channel, you'll have a video that is just called I Listen to Music. And it's a video of me talking about my Spotify, what was it, Spotify Rewind or something? Yeah, I talked about that for about 30 minutes. There's also some videos on here where I talk about music, because I am in love with music. And there's also videos on here where I've played some games. I mean, I talked about, in one video, I talked about AI art. And then a couple videos later, I played an RPG Maker game. And then some videos later, eventually, you get into the new year, and I made a video on that, like, AI Seinfeld thing that was going on. Yeah, AI is something I'm kind of interested in because, I mean, it's a new thing and I'd like to keep an eye on it. But welcome to the channel. I just talk about anything on here. So honestly, for something like the Doom 2 My House video to actually take off the way it did, I was actually very surprised that it got as many views as it has. Especially the videos with Mark, where all of that, like, those two happened. The Mark videos happened, honestly, the same exact day that I released the My House video, because I happened to have him, I happened to have him over at my house, and we recorded a video together, because I was like, hey, we've never recorded in person before like this. You want to do this? And he was like, yeah, sure. So we did that. That was really fun. Yeah, I mean, that video, it was a video I was expecting to, for like some people to find because of like, there was a lot of talk about my house at the beginning of the month, especially because of that one video. I was thinking, compared to the rest of the channel, that it was going to get like 50 views. And the funny thing is that the most viewed video on this channel, just to give you a little history of that real quick, the most viewed video about a month ago was a video I did on Doomori, which is weirdly Doom related, but yeah, someone commented on one of my videos. It was a video on Omori on the main channel. Like, yeah, check out this like fan game called Doomori. So I made a video on it. This is what I was saying about this whole channel just being about random like shit posts basically. And so I did that, and that ended up just passively becoming the most viewed video with like 90 views or something. And what I then did was, eventually I made a video that was about the inactive account policy that Google did. And strangely, that video actually did take off. Like, that became my most viewed video on this channel for all of 4 hours. Because the next day, I uploaded the My House video, and then that just fucking took off. I honestly don't know, what caused it to take off. Because I did promote it through my main channel. Maybe YouTube saw that and was like, oh, people are seeing this. Yeah, let's just keep pushing it through the algorithm. Man, I've been trying to figure out the algorithm for the past, like, 2 years. And I have not had... I've had some good luck, but I've also not had, like, amazing luck, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I figured out the science behind it. Maybe I'm supposed to make, like, the Mr. Beast thumbnail. I don't know. Again, to re-emphasize, like, the videos I'm putting out on this channel are just videos I felt like making that I didn't want to put on the main channel. Because, to me, the main channel, I wanted it to be very refined. I wanted it to be videos I actually had to put a lot more effort into. Meanwhile, the second channel, like, again, you go back far enough, and I think I did a video, where was it? Like, I did a video a long time ago that was just me walking around a Minecraft server. Because I thought it was interesting. So, on top of that, also, you'll notice, or you may notice with this channel, that there's, like, 68 uploads right now, as I'm recording this. But that's because my music has been mirrored onto this channel. That was something I did with the creation of this channel, is I just wanted this to really just be a place where I could offload all the excess shit that I didn't want crowding up the main channel. However, funny enough, I'm probably not going to be uploading mirrors of my music onto this channel anymore because the Absolute Problem YouTube channel is now like an artist channel that actually has mirrors of all my music in YouTube Music. So if you listen to YouTube Music, you can actually listen to my music in the app now. Yeah, now that I've walked through what this channel is and what you've subscribed for, I'm sorry if it wasn't what you were expecting. Because this isn't a Doom channel. This isn't necessarily a channel where I'm just going to play a bunch of games on it. This is going to be a channel where you're going to get kind of more commentary in a way. That's why I would probably classify it under, but occasionally with something like me doing a video on emulating Windows 98 or just talking about an album. So I'm going to take this opportunity though to actually talk about the main channel some, because I do want to promote that because that's where my that's where a lot of my work goes into. So what Absolute Problem the main channel actually is at the moment is a series of videos that I have been putting out. I was putting out until a while ago. Oh yeah. So in case you're wondering why I did start a long break, it's because my computer actually decided to, okay, I was going to be a little bit more hyperbolic and say that it blew up, but what really happened was the graphics card failed. My computer at that point was like almost 7 years old, I think. If I'm doing the math right. No, 6 years old, yeah. It was an old computer that I had been rendering like hour-long 1440p, heavily edited, a lot of video effects, just these big projects on and editing on it as well. I played games on, obviously. Like this was 6 years of just this GPU always being used in some way, because like I pretty much recorded some kind of thing in OBS every day. If it was a screen capture just to show something to some friends, if it was me actually recording gameplay that maybe I used, maybe I didn't, playing a game, editing, I actually wore through a graphics card. That is what it came down to, and so I couldn't edit. I was actually in the process of editing my next big video, like beginning to do that, and I couldn't edit it because I imported everything into Premiere and it crashed the computer. And I tried importing everything again into Premiere and it crashed the computer. So, yeah, that ended up happening in October. And I was like, well, fuck. I can't get this video done, so I guess I gotta, like, I actually had to remove, just to use my computer, I had to remove the GPU. And if you want to, like, see the whole saga about this, the 2 videos to check out on this channel, because this is where I was updating it. The 2 videos are, let me find them, the end of Absolute Problem and the intermission of Absolute Problem. And yeah, it got so bad that I had to record the end of Absolute Problem, that whole video, in OBS and just upload that file. Typically, I always throw that into Premiere. I throw in the intro, some kind of editing at the end. Maybe I put in some gameplay, but yeah, no, the whole video is a static image because that's all I could do until I got the GPU out. And yeah, I had to get the GPU out, and I actually couldn't because I didn't have a screwdriver, so like next day had to get a screwdriver and take it out. But yeah, at that moment I was like, look, I have tried to get all this stuff done because at that point I was dealing with so many different problems. In fact, I actually talk about that in another video I did just before that. Shit happened, and so I decided, alright, I have to step away from the main channel until I get this fixed. Eventually I did get it fixed, but yeah, I then had a bunch of shit come up, and yeah. So that is that explains why I haven't been uploading onto that channel. Otherwise, I don't know, like I kind of feel like I would be up to 1,000 subs on that channel now because I would have kept making videos. There would have been like actual content for people to watch. Thank you guys, by the way, that actually did subscribe to both this channel and the first one. I've been keeping an eye on that. Like I've been seeing like the main channel actually grow alongside this one a little bit, which was really cool. I hope I don't disappoint with that, with what I have in the works right now. Yeah, that's what the, I guess you could say, almost the like heart and soul of Absolute Problem is the main channel. That is where I am making the big videos. That's where I'm releasing my music. I do music, by the way. I mentioned that before, but yeah, I do make music. I mean, I guess the last album I put out was like a 30-minute kind of mini album, mini LP sort of thing. It's too long to be an EP, but it's too short to really be a full-length LP, so it was just the soundtrack to my video, The Legacy of the SimCity series. And yeah, that's something, by the way, that I do, is I make music because I use that for my videos. A lot of the music, unless it's, of course, the game music in the for the game I'm talking about on my channel. But, like, okay, I'll actually take the Shining video for a minute. The Shining video that I made, a lot of the music in that, I wasn't going to touch the music that is owned by Warner Brothers. Because that is just, like, a world of hurt waiting to be unleashed. So, I made music for that video. I think I pulled some music that I had already made for another video. I can't remember, but I pulled that for that video, and that is how I did the soundtrack, if you want to call it that, for that video. But I did that before with the SimCity video. I made some songs for that while mixing in with also the music from the SimCity games. And even for the Minecraft video, because yeah, I did a video a long time ago called The Memories Made in Virtual Worlds that talks about my whole story with playing Minecraft, my nostalgia with it, my love for the game. Hour-long video. I made it like a challenge for myself to make the original soundtrack for that whole video and not use a single bit of C418's music. Because like every Minecraft video has C418 in it, and no disrespect to C418, of course. Like I spent, I think, the whole ending of that video. It's been a while since I've seen it, obviously, because I last watched it when it came out. But I think I spent the last few minutes of that video, minus the montage at the end, praising the music that C418 made, making arguments for like how influential he actually is because of how many childhoods have, like how many children and now adults know the Minecraft soundtrack and are familiar with it because of playing it. That's what the whole point of the main channel is, and that's really the direction of it at the moment, where I still am going to be making videos in that format. Again, I'm just trying to, I'm working on one right now. It is just a really big video. So, my hope is once that video comes out, once the video that is going to be coming out in the future comes out, then there will be more regular uploads. One other thing, because you may have noticed that the most recent videos on this channel have been RPG Maker games. Yeah, I play a lot of RPG Maker games. That was something that I started doing with my channel, because with me trying to just make a video series, what ended up happening, by the way, a little bit of context, is the Omori video. I put out a video on Omori about 2 years ago, and it did very well. It pretty much surpassed every video I had ever made. In fact, it is still the most watched, most everything video that I've put out. I then looked at, as I was trying to figure out what future videos I was going to do, because ultimately what actually was going to happen is I was only going to make the Minecraft video and the SimCity video. Those were the only 2 videos I had planned, but the Omori video kind of just came up, and it actually did so well that I was like, well, shit. It was supposed to function as like a pilot test run of what the next 2 videos at the time were going to be. And then it just became like, okay, well, now I gotta figure out this format that I guess people like. And yeah, that's what the whole channel is based around. What ended up happening was when I was trying to make future videos and start to plan them out for the duration of 2022, I ended up coming across the idea of, hey, let me do a video where I talk about RPG horror game, or RPG Maker horror games, because the phrase RPG Maker horror was something I was very familiar with, but had never really played that many games that fell under that umbrella. Yet it's a really big genre, and to me it was always interesting that you could have something as specific to that tied to almost the identity of a game engine itself. So that ended up becoming a bit of an exploration into that. Yeah, and that is still an ongoing series, by the way, on the channel. Just couldn't make another video of it yet because of everything that's been going on. Even though there's only 2 of them, there is a part 3 that will eventually come out. Yeah, trust me, I have videos that I want to make that I am working on. I've just been busy as fuck, and it has kept me from actually properly being able to get some of this stuff done, because I've been having to balance a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think that sums up about everything that I wanted to talk about. If you've watched this, you're now caught up on, I guess, the lore of Absolute Problem, and what Absolute Problem is, and who they are, and all that. But in reality, I'm just someone that likes making videos, and always have. I've had moments where I have taken a long break from, say, using Adobe Premiere, because that's why I edit in, and I will return to the Adobe Premiere application. This happened when I made my second Omori video. Little tangent, by the way. I did a remake of the first one because I didn't go into as much detail, and I wanted to a second time around, so I made a more comprehensive video on that. That's why there are 2 Omori videos, and that's why they have 2 very similar thumbnails. If you want to watch a video on Omori, don't watch the first one, watch the second one, please. Yeah, no, I'm just someone that really likes making videos. I genuinely, when I was in the middle of editing the Omori video, because there was a bunch of stuff that was going on that was keeping that video from being, properly edited. I had different things going on. Timing was just terrible. I actually, when I returned to finish editing that video, opening up Premiere was like, yes, finally, I'm happy doing this. That really was a moment that happened. I'll plug in links real quick. So there's my music is on Apple and Spotify. Spotify, the icon you're looking for is the bridge icon. Yeah, that's on Spotify. Apple Music actually rejected that icon, so I still have to get around to fixing that. Sometime that'll happen. But you'll be looking for the album artwork of Steel Above Water, I'm pretty sure. The type of music I do is electronic, mostly. That's why I would just classify under. I don't fall it. I don't put it into a genre. It's just music that I want to make. I happen to make a lot of it, in fact, all of it in Ableton. So that's why I call it electronic. It's kind of just whatever. If you like, if there's a song that you find in one of my videos that you end up going to the credits and it's like music and there's the game and then just absolute problem, that's likely because it's a song that I either have already released in the case of about 2 videos, or it's a song that I have made but haven't released yet. So yes, eventually some of the music in eventually the music that was in the Shining video, and I think it was also, what was another video that I think I made some music for? I don't know. There's some music that I haven't released yet that will eventually be released. Okay, YouTube.com/absolute problem. You can also do the @absolute problem, and it will work just fine. But I did actually secure the before they switched back to usernames, I did actually secure absolute problem, so that's cool. I was so proud when that happened, because I remember back in the day, back in like 2012, before they changed it in 2013. I remember how you could have an actual URL instead of just like channel/ blah, 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 blah. I was so fucking excited when I finally could have youtube.com/absolute problem. That was amazing. For this channel, it's absolute problem too. I'm kind of in a weird spot now where I almost feel like I have to treat the second channel as like with a little bit more legitimacy, because really this was just a channel for me to put stuff onto and not really care about it. But now you guys are here, and there actually is, interestingly, some videos that are still continuing to get a good amount of views every day. I feel like I gotta maintain that, man. I gotta play the YouTube game. It would be really funny if this channel got monetized before my main one did. Alright, that was enough of 30 minutes of me talking about myself. If you subscribe for just the Doom stuff and was expecting more Doom stuff with things relating to myhouse.wad, I'm done with myhouse.wad. I'm done with Doom for now, unless there's like another WAD that comes out that is as interesting as myhouse.wad. I'm probably not really going to talk about Doom again on this channel anytime soon. So yeah, if you want us to unsubscribe, go ahead. No hard feelings. I get it, because yeah, I'm just letting you know right now, this channel is not going to have any more stuff on myhouse.wad at minimum. But if you want to stick around for the other stuff, that's cool as well. And if you want to check out the main channel because the idea of like hour-long video essays interests you, then be my guest. Check those out. I got a couple of those. But yeah, that's who I am, and welcome. Welcome to the community.